has been quite combative today. It's saying it wasn't its job to analyse the PFI deal, it was the job of the Trust. And it disagrees with the committee, saying that there isn't an over-provision of hospitals in the area, and it points to the growing population of Peterborough to say there is a demand for 2 vibrant hospitals. The Department of Health is saying today that it can study the report, but it promises not to sweep these problems under the carpet. This is a very critical report. No one knows prepared to say sorry at the moment.
Andrew, thank you very much. In other news, a priest from Norfolk has been released on police bail after he was questioned about allegations of child abuse. The Catholic Diocese of East Anglia confirmed that 66-year-old Tony McSweeney has been helping police with their inquiries. He was held by officers working on Operation Fernbridge. It's investigating claims that children were abused at a London guest house in the 1980s. 4 major flood protection schemes for Norfolk, Suffolk and Essex have been made possible today. A total of £120 million of additional funding was announced by the government at Christmas. Well, today, the Environment Agency confirmed that more than half of that money will be spent on projects in the east. Marianne Isandar is in our newsroom now. So, Marianne, how did the government decide which schemes would get the funding?
Well, the government will keen to support projects that will bring the most economic benefits, as well as those that will protect more properties and people. The idea is that you protect the land from flooding and you'll build the confidence of the business community. They'll move in and create jobs. So in the East, 4 projects have been given the go-ahead in Great Yarmouth, King's Lynn, Clacton and Ipswich. The region is getting nearly £73 million. That's more than half of the government's additional funding money.
So are these schemes in particularly threatened areas?
Yes, perhaps the most vulnerable place is around the industries and 4,000 homes in the Great Yarmouth area, in Southtown in particular. Almost £28 million has been allocated to replace and repair the flood wall there. The work will start this April and is expected to finish in December 2015. Other projects to be given money are the existing floodgates at Fisherfleet Quay in King's Lynn, which will get some £3 million to renew the gates, protecting some 3,500 properties in the process. In Ipswich, work on the tidal barrier across the Newcup River is finally expected to start next June. This should protect tens of thousands of acres of development land, as well as 1,500 homes, and they've been given nearly £25 million towards that project, whilst in Essex, over £19 million will go towards measures to prevent coastal erosion in Clacton. And today, this is what the Environment Secretary had to say about all the projects.
If you look at towns like Exeter, or Ipswich, or a small town like Northwich I went to in the autumn, these schemes will have a really beneficial impact, and they will cauterise the long-standing worry of flooding, which can have such a terrible impact on people's private and business lives.
Of course, all of these projects are being supported by partnership funding from local businesses and local councils.
Marianne, thank you. Time to take a look at the weather now. Here's Elizabeth Fitzgerald.
Good afternoon. It's quite likely that by the end of the weekend and the start of the new working week on Monday, we'll be talking about snow again. But until then, it should be mostly dry. Now, we have seen 1 or 2 wintry showers just graze that Norfolk Suffolk coast there. There'll be fewer and further between as we head into this afternoon, with that wind backing round to more of a northwesterly. Still a noticeable breeze, but not as bitter or as strong as it was yesterday. Now, there will be some few sunny spells out there in